here, right? Bro, I bought the milk and it's just in the... I was like, where did I put this milk? I can't see the milk. I'm on after realizing that I didn't leave my car with the milk.
That's crazy.
Bro, I was just like, what the hell?
Okay, let me see how this looks. Just bear with me, lads.
You're gonna have to manage it on YouTube as well because you have to keep an eye on the people's comments.
Okay, that's pretty well centered. Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, that's calm.
Yeah. So what I need to do now is now I have to I need to change the thumbnail now. So let me just sort this out.
Was the weather bad for you, Elvis? Was the weather bad?
Yeah, it was on and off.
Alright.
Like it was really on and off.
Yeah, because we were getting thunder at one point, and then it went to lashing rain, then it went to hailstones, then it went back to thunder, and then it went to sunny, back to lashing rain. I was just like, what in the bipolar is going on here?
Bro, Irish weather, something else.
It just never surprises me, no, that's the thing. When I heard the thunder, I was like, eh? It's like, hold on a minute.
Alright, so 2 people have joined in.
Hello.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Is it Asa? Or...
I saw that.
Alright, where are you streaming from?
America.
Alrighty. So what do you think of the prompt?
Yes, we do want equality. If I'm a doctor and then there's a man next to me who's also a doctor, we both took the same 12 years in college and other schools to be a doctor, why is it that I'm getting paid less? We're both working the same. We both have the same skill set. We're both labor intensive.
Okay.
Both of our backs are going to be hurting as a doctor. Why is he getting paid more? Because he's a man.
Alright. Ferris.
You
So,
know, just call check.
So do you so are you saying so do also so are you trying to say that women do want equality, but is that what you're saying? Or they want the best quality?
Yes, that's the whole feminist movement, equality.
No. So quick point, right? Do they want equality? Okay. Should women be drafted in the war?
I don't think the draft should exist.
Okay.
Period.
No, but it does. No, you
Okay,
don't think it.
Wait, hold on, lads.
Lads, one at a time, right?
Cool.
Alright,
Okay.
I'm gonna have to turn this on.
I understand that you say you don't think it should exist. However, it does exist. I appreciate.
And
you
who
think
set the system up?
No, hang on. You say you
Alright,
don't think.
just hold on, Race. So here's what's gonna happen. First of all, Asa, have you finished landing, or is there still more to say? Asa, you there?
Oh, hello.
Yeah, have you finished landing?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna move on to Ray's concern. Just bear with me, bro.
Yeah, good.
So I can set up this timer. Wait, so do you want to answer the prompt, or do you want to just react, or do both?
Me. I'll do both if that's all right, my friend.
Both? Okay, so I'll set it at 3 minutes. And yeah, so let me just put you up. Okay. All right, go ahead.
Cool. Do women want equality? They did back in the day. They fought for equality. They've achieved equality. They have. Women can vote. Women can drive cars. They can own houses. Women are as equal as men. But then they don't want equality anymore. They want superiority. Let's talk about equality. So equality. Why is it that the majority of men are bricklayers? Why is it the majority of men work in the oil rigs or in the oil fields? Like equality is like a lot of this modern feminism isn't actual what I would class as. I've got daughters, so I like feminism too bloody right, mate. My daughter should have as much rights as the next man. But the modern feminism isn't conducive. It's toxic femininity. It's man hating, and that's the way I see it. It's like we look at, like, we hear about, oh, why is it that men make more than women? Well, there's not a wage gap. There's not, because if you look at the factors that come into play, for example, men are more likely, and this is actually factually true. Look at Jordan Peterson. There is like scientific studies behind this that back up what I'm saying. Is that men are more likely to put the graft in. Men work in certain aspects of work where that level of income is higher. For example, a plumber, an engineer, an electrician. Women nowadays, they've got equal opportunity, but they go into things like receptionists, healthcare, which is cool by all means. But women, the notion that there's no equality of equal opportunity is demonstrably flawed. We have equality in Britain. If you apply for a job, there is not two sets of income. There is not there's not 28,000 for a woman and £32,000 for a man. There is £32,000, and you apply for that job. But then you've got also there's other aspects that come into account. Is that women are less agreeable. So a man, which is by nature, which is human instinct that's been developed over 100,000 years, 200,000 years, that men are less agreeable. Don't get me wrong, there's women that are not agreeable. Cool, okay, big on them. But
Okay. So raise concern. Sorry about that. I think the time just went up there. Wait, let me just bear with me and take this thing off. No.
Yo,
Yeah, let me just hold on. Just bear with me.
can anybody hear me?
All right. Can you guys hear me? All right. Can you guys hear me? Yeah. Wait, just bear with me, lads. Let me just end that there. So raise concern.
What's happened now?
Yeah, because you were on a timer. That was why.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, that's okay. It seems you still wanted more to say, or should I add more?
I thought I should have about a minute and a half left. That was all.
Yeah. So Asa, do you want to reply or?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Just bear with
The
me.
claim that a man being a plumber and a woman being a receptionist having two different pay rates is kind of obvious. Obviously, if I'm a
Yeah,
receptionist and
just
you're a
bear with
plumber,
me.
huh?
No, but the reason that there
Just
is
hold on.
a disparity.
All right, go ahead.
Okay. So obviously, if I'm a receptionist and you're a plumber, obviously, because you went to school for this, you're going to get paid more. If me and you both are a plumber or a receptionist, the gender wage gap, I don't know about the UK or wherever you live. I don't know what that's like. I don't live there and I can't speak for that. But
Just
here,
happen.
there is a gender wage gap, and no, we don't have all freedoms. And I'm talking specifically in America. And I land my plane there.
Okay. First. Let me just wrap that up. Okay, fair, fair, fair. I don't know what happened. I think he dropped down or something. I don't know what happened there. Alrighty. Yo, Leroy, you ready? Leroy, can you hear me? Oh, yeah. Yo, Leroy,
Yo,
can you hear me?
I was gonna say low key, yeah. Keep that setting off for a minute because the life isn't too hot when it's uncontrollable.
Oh,
Do you know what I
okay.
mean?
Yeah.
Have the timer on your bottom left, the black one there. Have that timer on,
Yeah, but
right? But
what I'm
only
trying to
have.
prevent is over talking, though. You get what I mean, bro?
Surely I could just mute people. Can I not do that?
I
Pretty
mean,
sure I
it's
can.
not as easy as you think, bro. Trust me. The mods are already, like, tired of it, man.
How does one do that? How do I do that one?
Well,
Bro, I'm trying
anyway.
to figure out all the buttons, bro. I'm just like, what's going on here?
It's a new format.
I know. It's crazy.
But anyway, do you wanna take over or
Um, do women want equality or do they want the best possible equality? I won't lie. I won't lie. I think women want equality, and I think women deserve equality in some fields. Okay, I'm
okay?
a double down. Wait, hold on. Wait for showtime. I'm a double down, right, and back my guy and what he said that women tend to go for the easier jobs and then men do go for hardworking jobs. However, low key, I would also argue that it does have a bit of science into it because men are naturally strong, men are naturally tougher, so we're able to endure a lot more than women. Does that mean that women shouldn't be in a construction site? No, women are more than capable of being in a construction site. But scientifically speaking, um, it is what you call it. It's not really seen like a fair point in that case. Okay. Also, Canela, don't call me a mod. Okay, that. Don't call me horrible. Okay, that's rude. Anyways, back to what I was saying. Just to land right. Equality is there, but again, I'm a fair person. I don't believe in equality because if everybody was equal, then nothing will be chased. Should women get the same amount of pay in the same role as men? Yes. Uh, just because of the fact that why is a woman who is like has the exact same education as me getting paid less just because she's a woman? I get it. There are factors like she could go on maternity leave, she could get like pregnant, whatever the case may be. Fine, but at the same time, she's still doing the same job within the same role for the same amount of years. So I don't believe in that sense. However, I can understand why it is there. Do you get me? And on that note, I land. And yeah.
Okay, fairs. Let me just wrap up. Alrighty. So, who's next? Let me just move on to. Let me just skip. Yeah. No. All right, what's up, bro? All right, so Black Boy Wonder, what's good, bro?
Yo, what's happening, Carolox?
Yeah, I'm good, bro.
Yeah, I think that when it comes to these modern day females, with this prompt, they want to be the man
Wait,
until it's time to.
just 1 second, bro. Let me just put you up. Just to
I'm
prevent
not
still over
really.
talking,
I don't really have a whole lot to say right now. So
Yeah, I'll just put it. Maybe just. We'll just do 1 minute, yeah.
yeah. Where you going in with?
Bro, why does it keep doing that?
Wrong person, fam. All right, he said Marcus.
Just let me pull you up again. All right.
Yeah, all I was gonna say is with these modern day females, they want to be the man until it's time to be the man. They want to complain about how men treat them and how life is harder for them and they are the victim, but then they want equal rights. It's really hypocrisy. There's nothing wrong with having equal rights, but you're not going to be treated equally. If a man sees you as an equal, the truth is that is not the type of man you're going to be desiring. It's not the type of man you're going to be attracted to. That's what masculinity is. You want a man who knows he leads better than you. You want a man who knows he's stronger than you, and not just you, but other men. But these females, low IQ.
Damn. Wait, hold on. Let me extend. Wait, let me extend it. Yeah, thanks for pointing out audio. Let me extend it. Let me skip this shit.
Brother, public service announcement. If you would like to join, please join. Have your point.
Just bear with me. Man, let me end this thing. Bear with me, lads.
Can anybody else unmute?
I can.
All right, perfect. Okay, we should be rocking now.
Right. That should be better. Okay, you can on. Yeah.
Yeah, all I'm saying is like these bops, they get real triggered because I'm telling you the truth. Y'all want men who outperform. That's what you want. Think about it. Majority of women swipe left. Majority of women are not attracted to majority of men. So what does that tell you? Y'all are looking for the men who outperform, the men who are stoic, the men who are not so emotionally charged. You're looking for men who are at the top of the food chain. How are you gonna think you're equal to that type of man, let alone any man? See, a lot of y'all are just completely delusional and dumb. And I get it, because a lot of y'all come from single mamas. So she didn't teach you how to be a wife. She didn't teach you how to get a husband. So you think you're equal to everything in reality. That's what you think. You think there's no dangers, you think there's no threats. You think the world should be perfect. But then all the while, you want a man who's a hunter, gatherer, conqueror, leader, protector, provider, and you think you're equal to him. No, it's just a facade. What they want is to be treated like men. They want to be able to have smacks with all different kinds of men and numbers of men and not be seen as a 304. They don't want to be seen as wives because they feel like that limits them. But the truth is, the most wealthiest people in society are families. Yes, that means husbands and wives. So keep telling yourself, oh, I don't want to get married. Oh, I don't care to have children. Guess what? you are part of the minority. And when we look at the data that shows women that are on their unaliving bed, it shows that most of them wish that they had a family. Most of them regretted having that AB. Most of them wish they got married younger. Most of them wish that they had more children. These are the things that fulfill human beings. If you're not functioning like a human being as a female, well, hey, proof's in the pudding. You failed.
All right. Cool.
Guys, follow the post, follow the host.
Alrighty.
Wait, what is a FIFO?
Wait, so
Is
failed
this-
female. He's not saying like general women or whatever, just the ones that are, you know, not like, you know, women in general. I'm gonna put you up now.
So does he mean female?
Yeah, just let me just put you up.
He means specific, he means females that have failed. It's called female, not female.
Yeah, that's what it's
So-
called.
Oh, that makes
Females in
more
general.
sense.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's not talking about women in general.
Yeah.
Right. So
And he's right for the most part.
yeah.
I disagree.
Absolutely.
Okay. So
They're female, so
So before I start you up, Princess, do you want to do both the prompt and react to the previous speaker?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. So I'll put you at 3 minutes then. Well, since you're reacting, it could be 4 then, since you're gonna react as well.
Give her 5. Give her 5.
5? Okay.
I'll say
Right.
5.
I doubt I'm gonna need all the time.
she'll
for
probably
that.
hang herself on 5 minutes. Just give her 3. That's
Yeah.
too much.
Yeah, 3 would be enough. Right. Okay.
In my opinion, I think women do want equality. Equality is something that we've been fighting for a long time. While I do agree that predominantly men do dominate fields when that require very hard physical labor and long endurance periods, but that still does not mean that women don't want to do those jobs. There still are women in those fields, but also a lot of women are great and essayed in those fields, which deters a lot of women, in my opinion. And they're also bullied a lot in those workplaces. And that's what I think about the prompt. But in terms of what everybody else was saying here, I don't agree that just because a woman may have gotten into a relationship with a man who like who she's trying to get into a relationship with a man who's top tier, and I don't think there's not anything wrong with that, but I don't think majority of women want that either. I've never met a woman in my entire life that was like, I'm going for the top 10% of men. I will never be with another man. No, most women are not like that. Most women are fine with a nice, charming man who will open the door and give her flowers. Like, women are not, expecting you to build her a tower in order to be in a relationship with her anymore.
Make me a
But-
sandwich.
That's what I had to say.
Make me a sandwich.
Oh, you wouldn't like what I would put in your sandwich.
All right. So have you landed, or you still more to say? You still have 1
But
minute.
that's all I had to say, sir.
Okay. All right. I'm just wrap that up. Okay. So black and tan. You ready? Black and tan. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm just pull you up.
There's something wrong with sandwiches. But anyway, so
Yeah, these,
obviously-
so do you want to react to the other lady and talk about the prompt?
Hello? Hello?
Hello, hello, hello.
Yeah, we can hear you. Can you hear me?
Who?
The main
I
guy.
know the females can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Black and Tucker, you hear us, yeah?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna start the show. Do you want to react to the other lady and talk about the prompt?
Yeah.
All right.
Absolutely.
So, 4 minutes, 5.
So, yeah, three's okay. I
Three?
probably won't even go 3, but
Alrighty. So let me just put you on now.
so I work in these fields with these women that you're talking about, and I can, especially in America, especially in my area and in the Northeast, they're not great. There's not, like, I'm a union carpenter, and I can almost, say hands down, none of this happens, especially on a job. Women are given the widest berths, the widest respects, because, like, if it's even mentioned, if it's even rumored that you have done something like towards a woman on a job, you're done for. So that it does not happen. I'm not saying, like, it's never happened before, but I can tell you right now, I've been in 20 years. It doesn't happen on the job, and if it does, if somebody even thinks about it, they're gone. They'll pour their book, like they won't be on another job site. So that that's horseshit. Second of all, like, as far as it goes with manual labor, no. Third of all, women might try to go into like engineer roles or whatever. It almost 90% ends badly. So I don't know where you're going with this, but just like the old dude said, I mean, I know it's disrespectful, but go back to the kitchen and make a sandwich.
Okay. Bad. Anyway, so have you landed there yet? Black and Tan, have you landed?
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So let me just wrap that up. Okay. Now, my humble opinion. Let me just bring you up. Let me just skip interval. So I have to skip you, Leroy. So sorry, the male child advocate. I think that you're meant to be the one. We'll skip that. All right.
Hi, host. Hi, everyone. Good evening from this part of the world. I have a bit of a background noise, but straight to the topic.
Okay.
The women want equality. Is that what I'm reading? Or
Yeah.
I'm
Do
sorry.
women want equality, or do they want the best parts of equality?
I'll go with the second phrase.
Okay.
I think we women want the best part of equality. Okay, let me speak for myself. So they don't get to throw names around. I think I want the best part of equality, and I think women at large now, I feel like every one of them wants selective equality, where the equality matters the most. They are always trying to remove themselves from the equation. And when I say where it matters the most, I'm talking about finances, right? Because at the end of the day, when you critically and logically look at it, you realize that the word equality is a logical fallacy, but sometimes you can realistically view it from numbers angle or from money angle, whereby you can have, like, let's say, the same amount of money, like something that has a figure on it. something that you can really place a number on. But when you're talking about love, when you're talking about other things, I do not think that it is logical enough that you both will give in, like, let's say you pour like 50% of love into the relationship, or you pour like 50% of care. Do you understand what I mean? I feel like one person will always pour more, which is not a bad thing, right? The main thing is to find a middle ground, is to meet at the middle. But when we are talking about equality in the real sense, I think it has everything to do with figure, something that is countable. If it's not countable, personally, I think it's a logical fallacy. And yes, to the second phrase, I think we women, we want selective ability, not equality in the real sense. That's what I have to say.
Okay. First. Let me just wrap you up there. Oh, what's this thing doing? Okay. Let me just wrap you up. Now, so Prince, I think I'm gonna bring you up now. Let me skip interval.
Jabrika, Walla, you gotta do me a crash course on how to use this mod stuff.
Yeah, you guys can sort that out in the comments. So Prince.
Yeah, what did you say, bro?
Wait, hold on, guys. Prince.
Thanks for the opportunity. Well, I don't think women want equality, all right? I think they are just being emotional when they speak about equality. Because when you actually have conversations with them, you realize that they don't want this equality. They just want a special treatment. And they are like Oliver Twist, they always want more. You can never satisfy them. The more you do, the more they request for. That is just how the nature of women are.
Okay.
When they speak about equality and they talk about how men have power and how women should be given, that is the word they use, given. Nobody gave any man power. A lot of men want it, but there are only few people who walk towards it. Women think they should just sit and cross their legs and someone just automatically, maybe a genie, hands them over power. No, they don't want to do anything for it. They can't even do anything for it. Even when an opportunity was presented for Kamala Harris to become the first female president, a lot of people wanted that, not because they think she was capable, but because they wanted a woman to actually be in that position. And guess what? She showed them that she was not capable. She blew the money that was raised for her and was even in debt. And even a lot of women started to vote against her and say, no, she is not capable. A lot of people did not like Trump, but they said he was the better option at that point. So this is what happens. People don't choose men because they think, a man can do it better, or because they think a woman cannot do it. No, they choose based on what they see, So when women are talking about this equality, I always tell them, even men are not equal to each other. Put 10 men in the room and ask only one person to come out alive. Only one person will come out alive. To show you that men are not even equal. If you're talking about strength, if you're talking about willpower, a lot of people are not equal. Sometimes we just use this equality as a word to make people feel good. It's only in the Constitution, in the law, that make us equal. But in terms of what we are capable of putting out there, people are not equal. You should know how special you are and stick to your field. Don't try to be equal to any man. Even men are not equal to each other. So that's all I have to tell them.
Okay. Fairs. Alrighty. Let me make that a bit smaller. So, does any... Let me just, So does anybody want to react? Can I say something after? Okay. Got you, black boy. Sonny. Gonna put you up now. Let me just skipping. Let me just manage the stuff. Sorry. Hold on. All right. All right. What's good, Sonny? Can you hear me?
How's it going, bro? You good?
Yeah, I'm good. So what timer do you want to set up at? Do you want to react to anybody or say both the prompt and react?
Yeah, bro. It's for me. Look, bro. I've had a few pints, so you're gonna
Yeah,
hit
bro. I'm saying, like, do you want the timer to be like 3 minutes, 5 minutes, or?
a couple of minutes. Is all good. I won't be long, bro. But what I'm saying is
Okay,
this.
yeah. Just hold on. Let me just get you up. I'm skipping Turbo. All right.
I don't
need
that.
Bro, what I'm saying, I'm gonna keep it simple. I've had a few pints today, bro, but I want to be very respectful. The Prince made some good points, but I'm gonna say it from my point of view, bro. Like, I'm someone in the West, in the UK, that got married to a woman with a feminist mindset, with a 3 or 4 loose pum pum that never cook, never clean, never listen to me, never obey. When I said stay in the house, she wouldn't do it. When I say delete social media, never do it. Why you got the for sale sign on IG when you belong to me? I'm a big movie fan, and I used to watch this movie called Lord of the Rings. In that movie, there's a guy called Gollum. When he talks about the ring, my precious, he appreciated that ring. But these modern women, bro, they don't appreciate the ring like no Gollum, bro. They're gonna use a man. They want the status of a marriage, but they take the man for a donkey, bro. And I know so many men like me, bro. Like I say, bro, I had a few points, so I'm speaking the truth. I know so many men like me that got once a week starfish, pum pum, a loud mouth, and disrespect. No cooking, no cleaning, no respect. She didn't respect my mom's. I said, bro, I'm a video gamer. I love playing PlayStation, Super Nintendo, and she always looked at me like she's better than me. How you gonna be better than me with a loose pum pum at the same age as me? It don't make no scientific sense to me. It just is. And I'm still going outside. I went to Nando's. I took her to all the fancy restaurants. She was never happy, and I lost so much, bro. I lost so much money in a divorce, so much time, so much jewelry. It's disgraceful. And I kicked myself because my mom told me. My mom said, yo, don't marry this woman. But because my mom loved me, she never want to say it to me the hard way. Bro, I was the happiest in my mom's basement. When I was living in my mom's house, my mom cooked for me, cleaned for me. I used to play video games. I used to bring girls home. I was living a happy paradise. My 3 or 4 wife made me think that having my own house, my own freedom is gonna make me happy, and she gave me a headache. And that's what I'm saying, bro. Now that I'm a passport, bro, and I'm trying to learn from my life lessons, and I go overseas, I see what real women are, feminine women are, women that respect me with real feminine nature. I go over my Brazilian girlfriend, 19 years old, virgin type, boom boom, calls me papi, plays Super Mario Kart on the Nintendo Switch, and rubs my head with cocoa butter, and we have a great time. My girlfriend in Poland, bro, she chills with me, says dobra dobra, respects me like a man. What I'm saying to all the men in the West, do not think you're gonna find happiness in a marriage. You're gonna find happiness from a feminine, wife-minded, material woman, and it's no longer in the West. You're gonna.
Oh damn! I'm about to unmute now. Oh damn! The thing wrapped up. So just bear with me.
Yes, Sonny, bro. I love this Sonny guy, man.
Sonny, you there? Hold on, let me try and well, let me manage this stuff. All right.
I'd say you'd be alright keeping it off for now, because new people are here, so we can
This guy, man.
Yeah, bro. I don't think you need a timer, do you? You want to keep the timer?
Yeah, bro.
Unless if we could add a bit more.
Who's that other guy?
Yeah, bro. I'm just saying, like, the only thing I was saying that was women in the West, man, they're not gonna appreciate it. The prompt, all the prompts you make, bro, they hit me right in the heart, man. You're one of my favorite channels, and you're the only one that doesn't drop me. All the female panels always drop me the first 10 seconds. You're the only geezer on TikTok that lets me speak my truth, bro. And I learned the hard way, bro. I got a PhD in the red pill. I got PhD in pain, bro. And I had a few pints. I had a few pints, bro.
That's my brother.
Drop into your BLK boy, Watney, all you boys. You're my role models, man. You let me speak and let it out my chest. Because I'm not the smartest guy in the room, bro. I can make all these mistakes, lose all this money, and that's what taught me lessons. And I'm trying to spread it for all the younger boys, bro. Don't make them don't get married when you're young. Testosterone's too high. You're gonna make the mistakes I did. Marry the wrong woman because she got a big batty and some makeup on. Don't do that, bro. Marry women that are wifey material. Go overseas. Vet them first. They're gonna cook, clean, be respectful to your family, and that's what you want a wife with. You don't want to be slaved to once a week starfish position pum pum that thinks she's better than you. You know what I mean? And along with that, bro.
Sonny,
Right.
I was gonna ask, right?
Wait,
sorry.
So you wanna wait? Let me before you guys talk. Who wants to? Hold on.
I wanted to say
up.
something.
Okay, let me put you up, Black Boy Wonder.
Yeah.
Let me just put you up. Let me pressing core. Right, put you up. All right. So let me skip this in turbo. All right, brother.
Yeah, I just want to say these females, these bops, they don't want equality. They just want special privileges. And you know this is true because what you hear in the dating sphere is, oh, 50-50 is a problem. A man that's 50-50 is not a real man. And then they'll say, well, he should be a gentleman and pay for the date, and he should pay for all the times that we go out and all this type of crap. That's not 50-50. That's not equal. And then when you're with a woman that makes money for herself, she's not gonna take any of that money and put it into the family. She's not gonna share her money and see it as though your money is together. No, what these bops really want is to spend a man's money and resources, and they want to keep their own. That's not equal. A woman that says that she wants equal rights or to be equal to a man is a man that she doesn't respect, is a man that she doesn't see as a masculine man. They don't date those type of men. They don't entertain those type of men. So if you think that a woman being equal to you is the way it's supposed to be, then the truth is your balls dropped off and you have no idea how to get them back. And she's a female.
Okay. Have you landed?
Yeah, I landed.
Alrighty. So, now before I do anything, just let me just go back here. All right, you guys can turn on your mics on. Does anybody want to react?
I just wanted to ask.
Okay, wait. I think Armand. I haven't heard from Armand yet. We'll hear from Armand and then we'll get into the reactions. Yeah.
So,
Wait, just bear with me, man. Hold on. Let me just get you up here.
I would love to get an idea of how old we are on the panel here, because I'm hearing a lot of rhetoric from, it sounds like some young relationships. You
sound old.
As you get older, this shit doesn't matter.
Okay.
I don't know why we stressing about. I don't know why we stressing about half of this shit. The gentleman that was talking about getting you can't find a good woman from the West. I mean, I've been married to mine for 15 years. We got a very 1950s household. That being said, I respect her and she respects me. And it's about the team. It's about, my last name is Atame. So Clan Atame is going to succeed. And if that means that, daddy's got to stop working for a few and mama's got to work so that she can keep us afloat, so be it, and vice versa. It's just making sure our team succeeds above all else. And until you find a woman like that, if you're not finding a woman like that, then you need to check the kind of bait that you're using and the type of woman that you're attracting. It's about your picker. It's not about these people out there. There's always been riffraff out there. You just need to find the right woman. and not base all your thoughts and generalizations off of the bad ones that you pick.
Hmm.
Period.
Right. So you've landed there, yeah? Have you landed, bro? Armand, have you landed?
Am I what?
Like, are you like done landing? Is there anything else you want to like say?
Yeah, I'm landed.
All right. So you guys can unmute now. So Leroy, you wanted to react, yeah?
I was gonna ask, right, Sonny, how old do you think is too young for somebody to marry? Like,
I'll say,
realistically.
look,
Okay.
I'm
Let me put him up there so he can answer. You know.
bro. So, yeah, can I speak?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, bro. So my wife, my ex-wife was like 2 years younger than me, right? So what I realized when I married her, she had too many bad habits. She was in her late 20s. She was one of the women that was serial dating and had this feminist mindset that made her think that having a bogus degree and a piece of paper is equal to me. Although I'm making most of the money, I'm paying for the bills, I'm providing for her. And this is the delusion that Western women have. It's just delusion to me. It's crazy. And yet your eggs are expiring. By the age of 30 years old, they say 90% of your eggs are gone. Like, how are you losing eggs and think you're gaining value? Like, I listen to this guy called Kevin Samuels, bro. Like, when I hit rock bottom, I went red pill, jihadi mode, Kevin Samuels, Fresh and Fit, Roller Tomasi's books. I had to educate myself to figure out what I did wrong in life. And I got a PhD in the red pill because I learned what the nature is like. And every single thing these guys speak about is the truth. I want a woman now that is a young woman, preferably a virgin, 18 years old plus, that has not been ran through, that I can mold to be the future mother of my children. Because the more men she goes through, the more trauma she goes through, the more experiences she's going to compare me with. I'll give this example all the time. Imagine a woman that dates a Chinese man who's got a good career, is educated, a nice guy, but he got a 2-inch chopstick, and she dated BLK men with 10-inch hockey sticks in the past. She's never going to be happy. She's never going to be happy because she's going to always be comparing him. The same way a woman that was dating millionaires all her life suddenly dates a guy with a 9-to-5 job, earning basic wage. She's never going to be happy with him, bro. You know what I mean? And check this out, bro. The biggest gut punch for me after I got divorced, I was dating so many women. One experience was in my brain. A woman said to me once, "Is it in yet?" And I was like, "What did you say?" And another woman once said another geezer's name. She called me Leroy. I was like, "Yo, my name is Sonny, bro. I ain't no Leroy." And this kind of trauma, bro, this is what I'm talking about. Bro, I know you're laughing, but this is the real deal, bro. Like this, when I was in Thailand, they called me Godzilla. Thailand women call me Godzilla. You so big. But in the West, I had a woman call me, "Is it in yet, bro?" This is what I'm trying to say. Loose pom-pom causes men trauma. They ain't for marriage, bro. If you're on a marriage material wife, you gotta go overseas, bro. Because this is the real deal, bro. I'm with that.
Okay.
No, but
Right,
Sonny,
right. So
I don't think that's true.
just bear with me, Leroy. All right, go.
No, the main point I wanted to ask, Sonny, was that like, what age do you think is like too young, in your opinion, for somebody to get married or even think about engaging with someone? I get like your experiences in your past. By the way, my name is Leroy, and I ain't do that shit. But like, what do you like, in your own opinion? What do you think is too young for somebody to get married?
So I believe women should marry young before the pum pum gets ran through and she gets trauma. But men can marry old because we're different. Women have the highest value in their innocence, their beauty, their fertility. But a man, to gain value, bro, he has to work, he has to make his money, he has to understand how the world is, bro. He has to understand the pain of struggle. If a man is a young man and lives in La La Land, bro, and Rainbow Land, and something hard hits him, he's gonna break down like a woman. A woman can do that, a man can't, bro. The more experience a man got, the stronger he is, the more he knows how to handle it. This is why I believe in age gap relationships, because My parents got an age gap relationship, and I seen the dynamics straight away. But whenever see relationships that are close in age, how can a donkey lead another donkey to water? You can't lead a donkey can't lead another donkey to water because he has no experience to life. But a lion or a stallion or a king that knows how life works, the pains of life, the ups and downs of life, he knows how to lead that dumb donkey that got makeup on her face and lose pum pum to water easy. He can train her. You know what I'm trying to say, bro? It's common sense. Like, these women think they get a degree and they're equal to the king. It's just, like I say, bro, I learned the hard way. And I learned, do not go in a divorce in the UK. I don't know about America, but in the UK, bro, they ruin you in divorce. Like, my wife was always taking me on this stupid holiday.
Oh, sorry, bro. Your time wrapped up. Sonny, you still there?
My bad, bro.
Yeah, sorry. Your time wrapped up there. Like, once it hits start thing, it automatically just goes off. Does anyone want to say something, add? Oh, wait. Before you guys do that, actually. Canela.
Yeah, I do.
So you want to hold on? So do you want to talk about the prompt or react to anyone on the panel, or do you want to do both?
Both.
All right. So I'll set you at just bear with me. So we'll do 3 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I need that much time, but yeah, they want the best parts of equality for sure, because being equal to a man is not possible. But you know, when you go abroad to get a woman from somewhere else, like, she has men in her family that are going to be scrutinizing you, and they don't want a man from, let's say, England, for example, who's been run through himself, has been talking online about the threesomes that he's had, is clearly an alcoholic and very bitter, not successful. I mean, you know, they don't want you to marry their daughter either. And I'm done. I landed.
Okay, that was it.
Yo, I made good money for you. For your information, I made money in my crypto. My brother made money in crypto from the Silk Road days, baby. We were making good money. What I'm saying is, ain't no 3 or 4 Western UK pum worth the money that I lost in a divorce. When I went to Thailand, I got a $5 sucky that's better than anything my ex-wife gave me. And how much money she took from me? She took my cars, my jewelry, that stupid Van Cleef, these brands I don't even know about. All this talking about designer bags, bro. They're so dumb. How can all that be worth a loose pum? It don't make no sense to me. It's just stupid. No man, women gain in marriage, men don't. Many men, I'll be happy in a basement. If I can live my perfect wife, I'll have a couple of women on the pole, playing my PlayStation, chilling in my mom's house, my mom cooking for me, I'm ordering Uber Eats, I'm living a cheap, easy, happy life. You know, I'm not even hard to impress, and I got money, I come from money, that ain't the point. But these Western women got these stupid expectations here, and what do you bring to a table? You can't cook, you can't clean, you're not a virgin, you don't obey your man, you don't respect the man. What really do you bring to the value? Amy, that how can you compete with the overseas traditional woman that is a virgin, that respects me, cooks for me, cleans for me, and obeys me? Like, you can't compete with that. The only thing you can do is shame me for going with her. Like, bro, I can go on this all day, bro. Ask these Western women, bro, the lust.
Sonny, if I'm a Filipino father, you're not getting my virgin daughter because you're pathetic. I would never.
Yo, relax with the name calling. Keep it respectful.
All right.
Prove my point, bro.
What do you mean by respectful?
Hold
I
on.
just joined in and heard him just
Hold
like,
on.
Now, hold on a minute, right? The point
so you
of life
two
is to keep everything respectful.
Yeah.
He can say whatever he wants in terms of his own personal experience relating to the
anybody
prompt.
can.
However,
Anybody
we
can.
don't slag each other. Now, at one point, did he slag anybody? Okay, so please keep that on the low.
Yeah. Anyone can. Anyone. This is a free discussion. But
Carbox, you're muted.
yeah.
You're muted. We can't hear.
My bad, bro. This is a free discussion, you know. This is open discussion. So Canada, you done reacting, or is there still more you want to say?
No, but how do you pick the mods for this room? Because they really don't get it. Like, what's
a minute,
the
why are you
criteria? They really don't get it.
Whoa,
They don't
whoa, whoa,
understand
whoa,
free
whoa.
discussion. They're always against when a woman speaks up,
They're gonna
but they'll
block
let
us, bro.
Sonny go on
Nah, it's
all
not. It's
day
not
with his
just you.
nonsense,
It's
then
not. Wait,
never
hold on,
mute him
hold
or
on.
boot
Boss.
him.
Look,
Wait, go
No,
ahead,
hold on.
Leroy.
Wait, hold on.
nobody
Wait,
nobody is
what?
against you. Nobody is against you speaking. You threw an insult to him, and
Go, hold on. Let me land, right? Let me land, right? Firstly, yeah, don't be coming at me like that, or else you're getting booted. Firstly, I did not say anything. You just called him pathetic. Did he say anything
Perfect
towards you in a disrespectful
example.
manner? What did he say to you?
I'm talking about your moderation skills.
What's wrong with his
You're
moderation
like, if
skills?
you disagree with me, I'm gonna boot you. That's nonsense.
Right,
Wait,
let's
did he
see
say
what
that?
these
I don't remember him
moderators
saying
say.
that.
He just said it. Are you guys not paying attention? Oh, it's all the man.
There we go.
Nah, bro, you shouldn't have blocked her, bro.
No, I muted her.
No, you blocked her. This guy.
Did I block her?
Yeah.
Yeah, host. What it is,
I
I've
have
noticed,
my
right?
phone.
Women
I'm a
can't-
phone of Spanish, so it's a little bit new to me. It's still with the language, but yeah, nah. You can say whatever you want, but just keep it respectful to each person that's talking. Okay, that's all I had to say.
Bro, I'm respectful. I've been kicked off so many female-led lives, bro. This one, like this life, this host, bro. Shout out to you guys. You let it go. Whenever you got female moderators and they hear something they don't like, their feelings get in the way, over logic, and they'll kick me off. I get kicked off so many female-led panels, bro. It's crazy. I don't let more than 20 seconds out before they block me, bro. So respect this panel. And I don't mean no disrespect to any woman. I'm just trying to speak from the man's truth when he's come from the bottom of a divorce, bro. And I had to learn from the red pill. I never know what the red pill was. I thought it's a movie. But every single thing they speak about, yo, it's the truth. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
These females
Yeah,
get
she's
real
she's
triggered.
unblocked. You guys don't worry, she's unblocked now. Okay, let me get people on. Looks like I have to put this thing back on now. It's getting a bit active now.
Can I just say something real quick?
Yeah, sure. Just bear me Black Boy Wonder, because now I have to get this sorted out. Because this is about to get real heat now. Okay.
Say keep the timer on once there's more than 10 people. If there's less, I say keep it off. Just
Nah,
so
bro,
you
it's gonna
can-
get real heated now. So let me just
now keep it on. Now leave it on.
yeah. Anyway, go ahead, bro.
I have a question.
Hold on. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to say, like, these. This is the thing. A lot of these community boxes are on TikTok, and it's like when men tell them the truth, they want to censor and silence people. They want us to just shut up, because the truth is they want to just continue manipulating and going out there and coping. It's all a cope. They don't want to know the reason why men don't find them, most of them, desirable. Men are walking away from dating spaces. Men are dropping off the apps. These apps are losing millions of dollars because men are not interested anymore. You know, you had a lot of these females that created gyms just for women, even over here in the UK. And what you're seeing is that the women are regretting it. The women are crying out loud that men don't approach them. They're crying out loud that men don't want to be men no more because they don't want to court them or date them. This is the thing, like, most of these females don't offer anything. You listen to them talk, they don't know nothing about the data. They don't care, right? And when men tell them what the problem is, they attack men. So who do you think is going to show up for you when men are not showing up to be with you? A lot of them don't even know how to cook a meal from scratch. They don't pride themselves in their femininity. They want to be like men. And somehow you expect men to be attracted to a masculine female. No man wants that. No man wants to come home to a female nagging in his face or complaining about how her life at work was so damn hard. Like, if you don't want to work, then don't work. Shut up and be a submissive wife. Raise your children. How about being a great mother? But a lot of them are masculine. They don't have a shred of femininity in them. A lot of them talk about having rosters. Do you think that having a roster of men is feminine? Having different men clap your cheeks? That is not feminine. A lot of them have high body counts. According to the data, 5 bodies is a high number, significantly going to destroy your chances of a successful marriage. Men don't want 304s. We don't want bops. We don't find that attractive for long-term commitment. Yeah, a lot of men will clap your cheeks, but even a simp will have a hard time trying to marry you. Think about that.
Okay. All right. All right. All right. Okay. On to the next one. Just bear with me, lads. Okay. Now you guys can now unmute. So, Loyal Big Royal, I'm gonna go with you.
Baby?
What's good? I'm gonna put you up now. Just bear with me. Let's put you up. Skip interval. Alrighty.
All right. To answer the prompt as far as do we want equality or we want the best parts of out of equality, we obviously want equality, and it seems like it is terribly hard for some men just to be a good person. Like if we're talking about equal rights, we're talking about, being able to work 50, whatever the so-called program is, right? It's just so hard because now women, we're not looking at you just for your resources. We're looking at what type of person you are, right? And from some of the things that I've heard, I can see why some men are single. As far as like women not getting men, that's never going to happen. They can get off the dating sites, they can say whatever they're telling their bros, but in real life, men are always going to approach women. That's never going to stop you. But you know what has stopped globally? The birth rate. The birth rate globally has dropped because we want more than you saying, I'm innately your leader because I'm a man. I'm innately going to have charge over you because I'm a man and I know better. When other men simply have said numerous times that not all men are leaders. So for you to think that you're automatically a leader because you were born a man is asinine. And you know what? I'll land with that because I'm waiting to get to Opal panel, baby.
Okay. Ferris. Now,
The smoke.
yeah.
Love it.
Can I respond to that?
Yeah. Just before you do, just hold on. Let me just hear from Colt
Sure.
leader. Yeah, just bear with me, lads. Let me just hear from Colt leader. Let me get her up. All right. So, Colt leader. Alrighty. I'm skipping interval. All right. Show's yours.
Thanks. So I had a question. I can't remember who said it, but I understand that there are feminine things and masculine things. Obviously, we have, energies. But what I don't really like, which I don't understand, why does my value as a human, like I didn't choose to be born female, I didn't ask to be born with a vagina and a uterus for my biological role as an animal in our species to give birth. Okay, I didn't ask for that. That's just luck of the draw. That's why you're a boy and I'm a girl. It's not fair that my value as a human person comes from my ability to cook or clean or be submissive. I don't think that's fair because what if it's like if women were like, oh well, you want a traditional wife, I want a traditional husband. Go build me a house. A lot of y'all couldn't do that. You couldn't do plumbing, electricity, even if you wanted to, and that's okay. I don't expect you to because modern times have modern solutions. Do you understand? And I understand that like our feelings get in the way sometimes, but feelings aside, throw that shit in the trash. If the question is, what do you think about equality between men and women? If you want to bring science into it, philosophy, that's fine. Obviously, genetically, we're not equal, but what we mean is on paper and outside. Outside in the world, be equal. Like, hey, I have to cook because I need to eat so I don't die of starvation. So do you. The kitchen doesn't have genitalia. It doesn't say, oh, you're a man, you can't come in here and cook. If you gotta eat, you gotta eat. All the top chefs in the world are men. So for you to go around and be like, oh, nobody wants someone with a high body count. You think us women want someone with a high body count? That's gross. I'm not trying to play diseases. That's a nasty game. And, you know, you gotta respect the players. But if it's not for me, I'm not gonna jump in the pool, you know? So what I really want to say is I'm pretty sure women do want equality to men, but I feel like for a man, it feels like your rights are being taken away, which they're not, honey, they're not, I promise. All I think that, at least from what I understood, is if you can see your homeboy and be like, I respect you because you're a person, why can't that same respect come in my direction? Why does my respect as a woman have to come with conditions, with term and conditions? Oh, well, she can't cook. Oh, she's got like this many bodies. Oh, she's not submissive. She's masculine. Yeah, I'm masculine. You know why? Because I am a dominant woman. And I can't be hanging out with beta men. And the only one who can take my dominant, masculine, feminine, match my energy is an alpha man. But you both have to be agreed.
Damn. Sorry, the thing wrapped up there, cult leader.
No, it's okay. I was just saying, like, you just both have to agree on the terms and condition. At the end of the day, it's modern day times, you know?
Alrighty. So I'm gonna move on to Union City before I get back to you, Black Boy Wonder. Right. So Union City. Just gonna have to move you up. Alrighty. Spotlight is yours.
Hi, everybody. So I've actually been thinking lately and watching, you know, a lot of videos, a lot of movies, a lot of interactions with men, and doing a lot of these lives. And I'm beginning to wonder if society doesn't tell men things because we hope that they'll be that and not because they are. For instance, this idea that men are inherently smarter than women. It's been disproven by science, it's been disproven by sociology, it's been disproven by psychology, yet there's this persistent belief that that continues. And I'm wondering, did your moms tell you that because they wanted you to be smart? So they set a competition for you, like you must be smarter than this girl, and then you tried? Is that what gets men to try to be the thing that we are trying to craft them to be? And when I say we, I don't necessarily mean women, I mean other men mostly, and society as a whole, which is currently, unfortunately, led by many men. And in terms of equality, I always hear this idea that, you know, men are naturally, genetically better than women. Again, that is untrue. We couldn't have a human species without women. If only men existed, humans would not exist. There is nothing genetically better. We are a balanced species of both males and females. Without women, we wouldn't exist. We need very few men to actually exist. It's just all kind of bullshit, honestly. The ideas that we have, the ideas that we carry forward, the ideas that we push on each other and our children, it's a bunch of lies. There's no inherently better sex. We're both alpha, like we're both apex predators.
Okay.
And that's all I have to say.
That's all you have to say. Alrighty. So seems as okay, so Black Boy Wonder and Sunny you guys wanna react? Just bear with me. Nice take, Union. Let me just get on to the next. So let me just put All right, and Cora, bring them up. So let me just wrap this up. All right. Bro, what's going on? What was it? Okay. Alrighty.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, like, what Loyal said, like, responding to her, like, as a member of the BLK community, that's actually very dumb to say, oh, birth rates are going down. Yeah, maybe that's true, but for all other nations, that's damage to them. In the BLK community, that would be a goddamn blessing that these females will close their legs because y'all are leading in single motherhood. You don't know how to close your legs. The data saying that birth rates are going down, that is a blessing. That's what we want to see as BLK men. We want to see you having less babies out of wedlock. That's what we want to see. Close your legs, please. I petition for you females to close your legs. Thank you.
Okay. Now, let me just open the mic. Wait, hold on, Sonny. Loyal, do you want to react or?
Nah, forget that sassy man. Next.
Okay. Sonny?
Yeah.
What I'm saying is this simple, bro.
Wait, hold on. Let me just wrap this. All right,
I
Skip.
think Prince reacted to the thingy, by the way.
Who?
My bad. Bro, I just want to say this. Every single thing you women enjoy in modern age is invented by the man. The TV, the house, every single thing you use, going down to the tampon. One sec, going down to the tampon. Imagine me as a man, I went outside and peed. Imagine if I peed myself every day and had to wear a diaper. The man invented your diaper. The man invented your diaper. The man invented your makeup. The man invented your lipstick. The man invented your fake hair. The man invented your Botox. And check this out. The skin is the biggest organ of the body. Where women put these fake chemicals like makeup and the fake hair chemicals, that gets absorbed in your skin and makes you even dumber because it goes in your brain. And then you put fake plastics in your Botox. That's artificial plastic, and that goes in your brain, so you're dumb in the first place. Now you're absorbing all these fake chemicals. That makes you dumber, and you think you're equal to a man. What value do you bring to the man? The only thing protecting you is the law, because the law allows you to divorce a husband and take his resources and send him right to the bottom. This is what I'm saying. No man understands this. I want a woman that is genuinely feminine. A woman that sits on my lap, plays Mario Kart, calls me papi, makes me a sandwich, and bends over when I want, gives me a sucky when I want, no complaint, cleans my house when I want, anything. I dated a Bangladeshi, a woman from Bangladesh, exchange student. You know, when I come back from the gym, a hard day's of workout, she used to pick my feet up, put it on the table and massage my feet and give me a happy ending, bro. She rubbed my ding dong like no woman in my life. And I was like, wow, a woman can actually do this. That's why I opened my eyes to a passport, bro. And that's why I started traveling overseas, because if a Bangladeshi woman in the UK that's an exchange student can do that, what overseas women do. And this is what I'm saying. Did you know, women, there's certain
Don't worry,
countries
cult
out there-
leader. Don't worry, we'll get to you.
I can buy a wife for 2 goats and a chicken in certain countries. I know this is a wrong way to say it. I used to watch all these news channels like Palestine. You see these women struggling. I used to think to myself, yo, I can marry 5, 6 of these Palestinian women, give them a tent in my back garden, put them in my shed, and they're going to treat me like Jesus. They're going to worship me. 5 women. The world is a big place. You Western women have it so easy because you're going to lose 3 or 4 beef jerky pom pom, and that's the only value you bring a man. I want a real woman that worships me like the man that I am, bro. And along with that,
Okay. Now it looks like cult leader wants to say something. Let me move on to her. Okay, just bear with me. Okay, let me okay, in core and move you up. Skip interval. Alrighty.
If the discussion topic is about equality, I don't understand why it keeps circling back around to women's places, women's like what they have to do, what you want from us. Like, oh, if I can buy a wife, dude, I'm not a car. That's the thing. You want to have the ability to buy the wife who's gonna give you sucky and everything else and cook and clean, because you don't see her as a person. You see her as an object to the means, to the ends of what you desire and your wants and your needs. That's crazy talk. That's like if women, modern women were like, I'm not gonna date or talk to any man unless he makes this many dollars and has to be this tall and he has to have a house. And then what do we have? Loneliness, male epidemic. It's equally as crazy on both extremes for men and women. There is a disconnect. The disconnect is men are not seeing women as human. They're seeing them as objects for servitude and for cooking and cleaning. And then women are not seeing men as human. They're seeing them as objects to fulfill their desires of money and whatever else that women use men for. The question was about, do men and women want equality? Should we have equality? And the answer is simple. It's yes. We should have equality, not because men are men and women are women and we have our roles and feminine and masculine, blah, 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 blah. No, we should have equality because we're both human, all right? You're a person, I'm a person. When we all die, eventually, buried in the ground, rotting in the dirt, and the worms are gonna eat us, and they're not gonna be like, oh, I can't eat that guy because that guy was a man. I can't eat that girl because that girl is a woman. You know? Like when you're dead, dead is dead. That the dead doesn't care that you're a man or a woman, but it would be nice in theory if we were equal. Because dude, if I have a job and you have a job, we're both coming home, I'm tired, I don't run on batteries, I'm not magic. I personally myself, I can't speak for other women, but I personally myself, I do enjoy, it is my love language, but I get tired. Sorry, my mom was calling me. Like the least you could do is laundry, bro. It's a team effort. It's a teamwork. When you get married, I feel like people forget the most important part. You become one. You're a union. You're a team. There isn't you and me. There isn't, I'm right, you're wrong. No, it's us against the problem. We are a we now. We're a us. Why are you fighting with me? Oh,
Okay. Sorry, your time had to go up. Yeah, that's alright. Your time had to go up, but we'll get back to you. Union, you wanted to react. I'm gonna put you up. Just bear with me. Prince, okay, I see you, Prince. You guys just comment on who wants to react. Just put your hand up just like that, and I'll get to you. Skip interval. Okay. All right.
So, hi. I just wanted to react to what the last guy said. Here's the thing. If you want to use someone, you're going to be used in return. When you look for a transactional relationship, you get a transactional relationship. So if you want all of those things, like you state it like it's something that you deserve, it's not. But if you want it, then you have to work toward it. So if you want to be in a transactional relationship where you both mutually use each other, then you better make some money, because that's what the person that you're looking for is going to be looking for in you. But if you want an actual relationship where you feel emotionally safe and you feel good in the relationship and you feel like you can talk to someone and that somebody has your back and that somebody actually cares about you and isn't just using you for your resources or for whatever the heck you think you bring to the world, then you need to work toward that too. You don't get both. You don't get to both have a relationship that is based on mutual use and, transactionary ideologies. I'm sorry, that's a big word. Let's see, transactionary means when you pay for something and get something in return. So if you give someone something, you expect something in return. And if they give something to you, they respect something in return. You can't have that kind of relationship and one that's emotionally comfortable for you. So you're choosing right now that you want to be emotionally uncomfortable, emotionally isolated, and then eventually lonely because that relationship will only last until you have the resources to provide for it, or they get bored and find somebody else with better resources than you. Like, I don't think all women and all men want these things. I think when we say women want money, women want this from a man, I think that we're generalizing. And we're picking the examples that we know because they reflect our own values. So, yeah,
Yeah.
what you
Yolanda?
want in a relationship and who you think you are in a relationship is what you're going to get. Because you get the people you think you deserve. And that's all I have to say about that.
Okay. Ferris. Damn. All right. So I'm gonna start off with you, Prince. So Prince, Sonny, then Black Boy Wonder. All right. That's
I
three
can't
people about to respond to you,
hear
lot. So.
alive.
All right. So Prince, let me just get you up.
So if you guys are talking, I can't hear you.
All right. Just bear with me, Prince. All right.
Yeah. We're going to focus on the prompt, right? Now, if I understand clearly, this equality we're talking about, I think it's just people having, there's this fairness, and equal opportunity to everybody. If this is what women are actually fighting for, then yes, that's very valid. But I don't think, like I said, I don't think these women are asking for equality, right? Even when cult leader spoke, she was focusing more on I'm tired. When I get back from work, you should also do the chores. They are focusing on men also doing some of the things that women used to do, or things that women are expected to do. Yeah. And I know women are humans, right? They can be tired at times. They need help with kids because, yeah, of course, they are also your kids as a man. There's nothing wrong helping out to you're not even supposed to be using the word helping out. You're supposed to carry your kids, and take care of them equally, just as your wife does. But when I listen to women and they are talking about this equality, I don't hear any of them saying, I want to be equal because, yes, I want to also pay bills. I want to also do the things that men do. No, it's always how they want men to do most of the things that women are also doing, So I am genuinely concerned. I want to really know what these women want when they speak of equality, because honestly, like I said, nobody is equal. When we read the same book, we sometimes get different understanding from it. When you're talking about uniqueness, men are unique, women are unique. A man can never give birth, and a woman can never do it on her own. She would need a man to actually fertilize those eggs. So both genders are unique in their own ways. But when we're talking about human rights, yes, that is when we're talking about equality. There's nothing like a man's right or a woman's right. We are all humans and we deserve fairness and, equality in opportunities. But when it comes to every other aspect of it, it is going to be delusional to say that, yes, men and women are equal. We are not equal. Men are not even equal to themselves. You know, so I really want to know when these women are talking about equality.
All right, fairs. All right, let me get to so Prince has spoken. Sonny, yeah. Let me get to Sonny. Let me encore you. Okay.
Bro, it just shocks me totally. I want everyone on the panel just to think with an open mind. Who brings more to the value? The man has to create a career, educate himself, work hard, sweat to make money, etc. Not for himself only, but for his family and his woman and her expectations. So many women I've realized in the West, you know what their plan is to get rich. Yo, put some makeup on, spread them legs, and marry a man, eventually divorce him, and take his money. What kind of career is that? That's how these ding-dongs think, bro. A man has to think about making a business, IQ, how to fight the world, and these women come like parasites. I don't want a traitor in my corner. I used to be a boxer. Imagine me coming to the corner and my trainer is against me too. It's just so, it's like a succubus. And what I'm saying is you could go back to biblical days. Only God himself, the Almighty, spoke to man. Only God. Who did the serpent speak to? The law of the law. He spoke to woman. The snake spoke to woman, and this is in their nature. And if you don't believe me, look the way they move, bro. From everything they do is fake. The makeup is fake. They don't look like that, bro. The lipstick is fake. They don't look like that, bro. The Botox surgery is fake. The breast enlargements are fake. That hair is fake. Every single, they're not even that tall. They wear high heels, bro. That's fake. And even when they tell you the body count, they've been ran through the back 300 times and they're going to say they're virgins, bro. Me, I know how to tell the difference. I'm not going to say how, bro. I had to learn the hard way. You know what I'm trying to say? We want feminine energy. We want a helpmate. We want the real woman that comes from our ribs, not the fake woman that comes from the snake. That's going to destroy my life. That's going to take all my money, my jewelry, my time, bro. My time. This is what I'm saying. And what do you bring to the table? At least pom pom. Like I played this video game called Frappy Bird. These Western women got that Frappy Bird pom pom. In the same way, just tap that screen. Tap, tap, tap. The same way the Frappy pom pom is getting tapped by all the men in the social media DMs. They don't got no IQ. They never invented nothing. Every single thing the man has done. The way I see the man is the king. Get your frappy pum pum delusional mindset out my house because I'm a passport bro. I'm going overseas and finding myself a virgin. Her pum pum's tight. Her mouth is shut. She's gonna cook. She's gonna clean. She's a farmer. She's milking cows. And you want that milking cow experience? Is gonna milk my ding dong on a daily basis, bro. And allow with that.
God damn. All right. So over to you, Black Boy Wonder. Just bear with me. Right. Encore. Alrighty. Let's go.
Yeah, I just want to say, you know, these BLK females, they went and got themselves a degree. Well done. You're the least educated. And then when you got that degree, you became the most in-depth upon receiving that education. Nobody has more depth than you upon leaving education. You're the only females in the West, in the world, that upon receiving the education, you're the least likely to get married. And also, upon receiving the education, you are more likely to initiate divorce. You want it to be just like the man. So you don't set a standard of having marriage before you get your cheeks clapped and ravished. So you just let men smash you. Now you're leading a single motherhood. Well done. So all of these things that you've done have actually made you the least desired female in the world. Well done. You're 5% married to white men. 3% married to Hispanics, and less than 3% to all other nations. At this point, white tea men are unaliving y'all more than they're marrying you. We saw what happened to Ashley Janae. We saw what happened, and it's happening every week. Every single week, another BLK female. You're leading in STIs. You're leading in ABs. You're leading in single motherhood rates. You have the most babies born unintentionally than all women in the world. 64 to 69% of your babies were unintentional. You're the most promiscuous. You are the least feminine. You're very masculine, very combative, argumentative. You don't know what it means to be a woman anymore. We live in a time where these bops are asking the world, what does it mean to be a woman? Because you have no clue. A lot of y'all don't even know what femininity is. So if you have found yourself BLK female in a lowly degenerative state, it's because you are not a man, but you're trying to be a man and you're failing horribly. In the UK, it's only 17% of women that are in the workforce overnight or at night. It's 33% of women that graduated with a degree in STEM. So y'all can mix me with this, oh, we're equal crap. Yeah, equal rights, fine. There's no problem with that. But you will never be equal to a man. You will never be able to do what men can do. We outperform y'all everywhere. 96% of the world's infrastructure is built and maintained by men. So y'all need to knock it off. If you want to be a man, just say that. You're going to fail with a...
Alrighty. Black Boy Wonder, you there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you landed? Yeah, time just went on.
Let me just say this. All I'm saying is, it's not natural for y'all to want to be equal to a man. And I land there.
All right. Cool. Yeah, don't worry. Loyal, don't worry. I haven't forgotten you. You're about to go up now. Just bear with me. In core. Looks like the three others need to reply too. I got you. Don't worry. I got you. All right. Cool.
Okay, boom. Yeah, y'all men said a lot. Ooh, I want to start off by saying first, we appreciate you guys. We appreciate you guys building the infrastructure and everything else. We really do. We appreciate you guys being the leaders, being the protectors, and we want our busy bees to keep bringing that pollen so the queen bee could keep making honey. We love that about you guys. Keep working for us. Now, moving on. When we're talking about equality, I don't know why men get so offended, right? I can't talk about other countries. I'm going to talk about America. Okay? Now, here in America, and I'm going to even tighten that up. We're going to talk about BLK, our community, right? The issue is we have always been put on the back burner. If anything, you guys should be rooting for it. Because now that we're able to go out there and have the same playing field you have, we're able to help your ass out with bills, right? Because the average American makes 40 to 60,000, right? But yet and still, you guys want to complain and say, "Oh, we want traditional women. No, you want a hybrid woman, and you're not willing, I should say, willing to be a hybrid man. Nobody wants to go to work all day, come home, render the children, and then have to do all the housework while you kick your feet up simply because you're a man. It's a team effort. It's a team effort. So we're able to go out there and get this money because traditionally y'all can't handle it. Y'all can't. It's unbelievable that you would think that you can take care of a family of 4 on $40,000 a year, right? That just doesn't even make fucking sense. Right? So if we're out there, we're able to work with you guys and have that partnership. Why would in your little pea-sized brain mind feel like a woman is beneath you? The shit that y'all saying about females, do you guys feel like that about your mothers? Would you want a man to talk about women like that, to talk about your daughter like that, to talk about your sister like that? Like I feel like I'm missing out on something because last time I checked, we were all humans, right? We were all fucking humans. So for you guys to sit there and say this, oh, a woman's beneath me, you guys are not equal, we built it, like you just sound dumb. You sound dumb. And you're not a part of that group that can talk that type of shit because you don't have the money to back it up. So when we're saying we're equal to you, I'm meaning, yeah, I don't mind going 50-50 with you. I don't mind doing this we're partners. We're adding to each other, right? What the fuck is the problem with that? You want me to do that and still be under you is wild. But anyway, we appreciate y'all. Little ones.
God damn. All right. Woo. Anyway, okay, so Sonny, Black Boy Wonder, okay. Which other man then wants to reply? All right. So Union City and Cult Leader. I know you guys have a lot to say. Bear with me. Let me just get to you lot. Okay, Leroy wants to. All right. So that's 3 now. Just bear with me, lads. Okay. Boom. Over to you.
Right when I took a bite of something, damn. All right. There's a lot to say here. There's a lot to unpack. First of all, the reason why men, quote unquote, built society is because they literally locked women out of the jobs. It's not because you were smarter. It's not because you were better. It was because you did the job and didn't let anyone else do it. It was more ego than anything else. And I remember earlier someone mentioned men making things for period products. It's because you killed the women who knew how to make it. Like, if someone is better than you, oh, sorry, that's a bad word. I didn't mean to say that. But if
You're
someone
all
is better than you, you schmurder them. If someone threatens you, you schmurder them. Like, the thing that men excel at is violence against each other and against women and against everything. The things that you make are poisoning the world, literally. Like, is my thing still going?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, the things that are being made are literally poisoning the world. You made a bomb that can literally destroy the world. And you think that you should continue to be the stewards of this world? No. No. Y'all need help. And that's what we're here for. Because we are smart. We know how to make things just as well as you do. We know how to work just as well as you do. We know how to bring home money just as well as you do. And there is no reason for inequality because y'all need help. And you're hurting yourselves by pushing this agenda of inequality. You're putting all of this pressure on yourselves that you don't have to carry. It's not good for men. It's not good for women. It's not good for humans. So yeah, that's basically what I have to say to that.
All right. Now, yeah, Sonny, I'm coming to you now. So, Sonny, let me put this off. Let me just wrap you up. So, Sonny, Leroy. So, Sonny, Black Boy Wonder, Leroy. Yeah, I got you too. Woo! Yeah, it's gonna be a tough one. Let me just move on to wait, before I get to you lot, yeah, let's just hold on, guys. Before I get to the boys, I need to hear from Two Hearts, One Body. She's joined in there. Let me just hear from her first. Alrighty.
Hello, I'm good, sir. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. You're good.
Okay. I don't think I need the 3 minutes. I just wanted to say, do women Wait, do women want equality? Do they want the best parts of equality? In my personal opinion, I definitely do think that everybody wants equality, and everybody does want the best part of equality. But unfortunately, women will not get the best part of equality because we live under a patriarchy, and it's not meant for us to get the best part of equality. So until we can get rid of patriarchy and come up with a better system, we will not be able. Nobody actually will be able to have equality because men don't. Patriarchy is hurting them every single day. But the problem is they think it's not hurting them because they're on top, quote unquote. It's a lie that patriarchy tells men, which is why their suicide rate is the highest. But that's all I had to say for now.
All right. Now, Ferris. Thank you so much. 2 hearts, 1 body. You are welcome. Let me move on to. Okay. Yeah, skip me. Alrighty.
Bro, I'm just saying this. I'm gonna be respectful. I just not trying to get through to the women, right? From a point of view that you guys don't clearly understand. Me growing up, I noticed so many women making the special diaries, planning the magical wedding day, and what's the party gonna look like, what they're gonna wear, etc. In the locker rooms when I was an athlete, I never met one person saying, "Wow, bro, I can't wait till my wedding day. I'm gonna wear a gray suit and have a party." Men don't think like that. I never seen one man talk about his stupid wedding day because the only thing we talk about was pum pum and smashing. So we are two totally different sides of the coin. You guys don't even understand. And far as your degree goes, I never seen one man that stood on the side of a street go, "Wow, look at that woman. She got a missing tooth, but she must have a great degree." We don't think like that. We say, "Yo, she got a big batty. She looks pretty. I'm gonna hit that pum pum." This is the mindset of a man. You women want the lottery ticket of security. You women have the privilege of saying, "You know what? I'm gonna put some makeup on, spread my legs open, and maybe I can marry a high value man and divorce him and take all his resources and have an easy life." No man thinks like that. This is what I'm saying. We are on 2 different spectrums, and as the world is getting more red-pilled and we're getting more knowledgeable, me as a man, that the way I learn it, I am so happy, so peaceful without a wife. Yo, I love women on the pole. They shake the big batty in my face. I make it rain on them because I can afford it. I take them home when I want to. They do what I want to do. I order Uber Eats. I order Papa John's. And I'm a happy man. I play video games. And to tell the truth, I love big women. I love big women because I put Krispy Kreme donuts on my ding dong and they lick off the icing sugar. They eat it off, bro. This is my mindset. I don't even care about your 9 out of 10 face. I like the big pum pum because it's got more cushion for the pushing. It's like a bouncy castle. So the way I see it, it's all wrong anyway. You women need a man. You need a man for the security. You need a man to give you the ring. You need a man to pay you the bills. And when menopause hits and you're crying on your pillow, who's going to look after you? The man. I watched this movie called Lord of the Rings. I love that movie. In that movie, Gollum talked about my precious, how desperate he was for that ring, bro. The modern woman does not respect the woman, respect the ring like Gollum did. I want to find a overseas woman that's a virgin that respects the ring like Gollum from Lord of the Rings, my precious, and I'm her king. You women still don't get it. A man giving you security is the biggest.
Oh, damn. Things. Sonny, you there?
Yeah,
Yeah,
bro.
your
I'm
thing.
just saying,
Yeah, you
my
could.
bad, bro. I'm saying a marriage for a woman is the biggest win, but a marriage for a man is a headache. It's a financial burden. And many men, bro, like I said, why do men really want to marry a woman? Unless you want to have kids, it really, really bro, there's no point. The happiest I ever been was without a woman. The only reason I have a woman now will be for some children. That's the only reason. Otherwise, bro, I love hanging out with my mates. I love playing video games. I love watching UFO documentaries. Bro, women have no interest at me at the same time anyway. So we have nothing in common, bro. That's the only thing I'm trying to put in their brain, that they should be privileged and grateful. I want to say the words again, host. Grateful for a man giving you the ring, bro. I'm just landing with that, bro. It surprises me that some of these toothless women have no clue, bro. They got loose pum pum, but no brain.
All right. God damn. God damn. And anyway, so Black Boy Wonder. So can you guys just can you guys comment there to see who wants to respond? I know Leon wants to respond as well. Who else wants to respond? You guys put it there in the comments. Okay, 2 hearts, 1 body. Okay, I see you, Loyal Big Royal. Okay. Well, call leader, do you want to respond, or Union City Blue? You guys raise your hand. But anyway, let me
I don't need this much time, bro. I need like a minute. Just put me on the small thing because I'm not gonna talk too much.
too much. Okay. Do you want me to move on to, because these guys want to reply, so
Yeah, I'll just say my thing real quick. Yeah, I understand where Sonny's coming from, you know. Obviously, he's red pill master, like he says, you know. Funny guy, but yeah, obviously he got divorced. He's going through it, so he's trying to make other guys aware, like if you get divorced, you're gonna lose a lot. But Sonny is right. I agree with him. Some things, I don't know. It's 50-50 with me and Sonny, you know. Like some things he said, I do agree, and some things he says, I don't. But yeah, like what do we say? We just want a feminine woman, feminine purity. Start like as you. We just want like femininity, purity, you know, no headache. But Sonny, yeah, you've been through a lot, bro. I feel you, brother. I feel you know. Red pill, man. You know, now I'm not a red pill guy. Don't say that. I'm not a red pill. I know about red pill. You know, like that's. I don't watch that stuff. It's not good for your brain. You watch it too much, you know. It's just gonna. Wait, can you hear me? Sorry, my bad. Can you hear me?
yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, I was beside my phone. My bad. Yeah, all that red pill content. I don't watch that. It's not good for your brain. I used to watch a bit of it. Like, yeah, f this. Like, it's just. It is toxic. I won't lie, it's low-key toxic, I'm not gonna lie, but it's just being aware of how the females think, how to maneuver, you know, just be aware of the nature. That's pretty much it. That's what red pill is, but a lot of people take it in too much and then they start being bitter and hating women, which is not good. Because if you start taking it in too much, women are gonna start clocking that you hate them, and then they're not gonna want to be around you. You have that anger and, you know, resentment towards them, which is not good. You know, just be aware, like, how to maneuver, how to think, you know. That's pretty much it, I have to say. It's just a lot to take in as well. But there's equality stuff with a woman. But women do want to provide and protect her. It is in our nature. It is in our nature, trust me. When a woman says, oh, no, date a broke man, yeah, they say that with the words, but let them date a broke man for a couple months to a year, they'll start saying, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, because they're saying, what the fuck? Like, it's in our nature for them to get a provider and protector. A guy that's making more money. And it's hypergamy. It's in our nature, which is okay. It is done by nature. Yeah, that's what I have to say, bro. I just have to land my thing. Why are you so confused? Someone said I'm confused.
Don't mind them. Anyway, fair enough, brother. Let's move on to Black Boy Wonder.
How am I confused? I just laid my point. What are you talking about? I'm so confused.
All right. Damn, this is crazy. This is mad. Anyway. All right, bro.
Yeah, you know, I just want to say, like, these BLK bops. Listen, y'all ain't winning nowhere, literally nowhere in life. Okay, try and understand this through your thick skulls. In America, 600,000 of you females got laid off, lost your job, got fired. How are you doing better than BLK men when you can't even keep a goddamn job? You go to school and get your education, and you're more educated than the BLK man. What effing do. Every woman is more educated than their counterpart. So you're more educated, but you're the least educated out of all women, and you actually earn the least amount of money out of every demographic of human being. You earn the less. You earn lesser than BLK men on average. Okay, so now when you look at BLK men are more married than you BLK females. You can't buy a husband. And BLK men own 56% of all BLK business in America. You BLK bops, you're at about 34%. Okay, so you aren't outperforming BLK men. We are better parents than you. When you become a single mom or a single parent, you destroy your children. You degenerate your children. You're 40% more likely to self-delete than all average women. But when those pick-me's are with the man, the data says that the children are statistically just as well as a dual parent household. We're more married, we're better parents, we earn more money, and we're more desired than you. You played yourself, okay? A lot of y'all need to understand your masculinity is why you're failing. Your masculinity is why you're losing your V card at the ages of 16 and 17. You know why? Because you don't listen to BLK men. You're masculine and unsubmissive, so you don't even listen to your fathers. When your father told you close your legs, you ran outside in the streets and opened your legs. And then you got smacked up and had a baby out of wedlock. And a lot of you BLK females went and AB'd your babies. Is that feminine? Somebody please tell me, is it feminine to unalive your babies? Huh? Please, I'm waiting. And while you're at it, answer me this. Where in the hell are y'all succeeding in this world? Because the last time I checked, there's nowhere.
All right.
Did you know that
You're
in the
such a
Roman
loser.
Empire, they used to have abortions all the
Don, what's
time?
happening here?
You're such a loser, black boy. You ain't
Hold
got no
on.
daddy. I can
Guys,
tell.
order in the court.
Order? Don, what just
Hey, you
happened
still a
there?
female.
You ain't, I
I
got
think
more
you
money than you, though,
unlocked
nigga.
the setting, bro.
Yeah, I'm back on now. Don't know what the heck just happened there.
That's fine, bro.
Anyway, oh yeah. So over to you, Leroy.
Nah, I just wanted to, again, voice my opinion in it. Firstly, everybody share and follow the host. Secondly, I low-key understand where, all the men and all the female are coming from in the sense of, women are acting a little bit more masculine, and then men always keep claiming that we do this, we have to do that. I'm starting to get the gist, the more I get into these lives, that it just all comes down to one major factor, and that is personal experiences. For example, I did come from a majority of my lifetime. It was a single parent household on my mom's side. I was majorly living with my mom, and I can easily say that it was, somewhat chaotic, somewhat hard, because again, it's a single mother with children to feed and care for and make sure that they have an education. So you can't really fault them, because again, it is BLK men who tend to walk out. Now, I don't know the statistics or the facts behind it, but typically it is BLK men that do tend to walk out on their family. The statistics is there. I've witnessed it. Again, personal opinion. Then when it comes down to the overall sketch of things, I can just say that, again, it's all down to personal opinion. Going back to what Sonny's saying, Sonny is speaking from his own personal experiences. He got, in a relationship, didn't work out, ended up with something horrible that no man should really go through, especially in a relationship. If it's, if it comes down to it, I don't think anybody wants to be in that position. But again, personal experience. I know for a fact, I train in different martial arts, and the only things we'll be talking about is how BLK men are just very hard to get knocked out, because we just are built different compared to the counterparts. You know what I mean? That's what we talk about. I don't talk about no I don't know, I just feel big. I don't talk about no poom poom, no none of that. I just, I'm a chill fella. As we speak right now, I'm on my PlayStation. I'm chill, I'm relaxed. I'm not looking for, I'm not looking for my partner to come home and make me a cup of tea after a hard time at work. You know what I mean? I'm just a chill guy. But again, it's just down to personal experience. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna say that what Black Boy is saying is wrong. I'm not gonna say what Sonny's saying is wrong. I'm not gonna say what Culture or what's the other lady's name, Loyal or cult leader is saying is wrong. Again, it's all facts in our own opinion, and I completely agree with all of that. And like, follow, and share the host. So yeah, I'm out. That's me done. Thanks, Black Boy.
All right. Let me just wrap it up there. Okay. So you said something, Leroy. Oh yeah. So before I had ladies respond, because I know you guys want to respond. DeJohn, let me just put you up. Hold on. The John. What's going on here? Okay, let me just it's not letting me. Okay, let me just wrap. Okay, just bear with me. Okay, over to you, sir. All right, DeJohn, you there? DeJohn.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah.
All right. So your prompt: do women want equality? Yes, they do. But do they want the best parts of equality? Yes, they do at the same time. But can they handle it? Not all the time. But
hold on.
But can anybody handle it all the time? No, they can't. Do I agree with both sides? Yeah, I do. I thoroughly do. But do I disagree with both sides? Yeah. It's based off of what your experiences were, as far as what the last guy said. Experiences play a big part in your day-to-day life. Have I been the crappy significant other? Yeah, I have. I really have. And I'll admit that. Have I carried my weight in that relationship? Yeah, I have. Have I not carried my weight in that relationship? Yeah, I did. But in my past relationship, I was primarily the better part of being a better man, as trying to be more understanding. Did I get hurt? Yeah, I did. But will I treat a woman as far as they're less than me? No. But it does come from what their experiences are in their lives, as far as what they deal with on a day-to-day. Do we all have to understand each other? Yeah, we have to. But will we ever understand each other fully? No, we won't. But it comes down to, can we work as a team? No, not all the time. Will we argue, bicker, and fight? Yeah, we will. But it comes to an evolving society and ever changing roles as being fluid. Like, would a woman want to come home and at 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and have to go mow the yard? Or when they want to take like a day off or whatever, and they have to go do hard labor, and they've worked their 5-6 days a week? No, they don't want to. Same thing for a man. Do they want to come home and cook and clean and do all that other extracurricular stuff? No, they don't. But it's teamwork. Like, do you have that person that's in the household with you that wants to work with you, not against you? No, not all the time. So that's really all it is about, is just working as a unit. But 9 times out of 10, a woman can't really do the physical type of labor as a man. And that's hard. That's sad to say.
Okay. Let me take this off my face. All right. I see you guys. I see you guys. I see you lads. Yeah, I see you guys. Cult leader. I think we'll go with you first. But before you go, I think your mic is on. I don't know. I'm trying to turn it off. It's not letting me.
My screen is frozen, friend, so I don't know.
Is your screen frozen?
Yeah, so I can't mute myself or unmute myself. I don't know what happened.
Are you able to like restart, like kind of like come off and come back?
Let me try.
Yeah, don't worry. The seat is saved. Okay.
No, nothing happens when I touch the screen. I'm gonna have to close the whole app.
Yeah. And don't worry, we'll put you back.
Enjoy the conversation. I really like what that last dude said. I agree with him. I'm glad one of y'all is using your brain. Have a nice day, y'all.
All right. So okay, Union City. Just bear with me. And so Union City, Two Hearts, and Royal. Okay. All right.
Yeah, I mean, the last guy that talked actually seemed to have like awareness and the ability to communicate, which it's really sad that that's rare right now. I mean, I agree with some of what he said, but I don't agree with all of it. I don't think people's rights should be based on random personal experiences. I mean, what if all of your rights were based on someone you didn't understand, didn't connect with, and didn't like you very much? If it was based on their personal experiences. Personal experience is something that we contribute in. We don't always create what we experience, but we definitely contribute to what we experience. And that's like saying, well, because I walked up to someone and punched them in the face, and then they punched me back, I didn't like that person anymore, and I didn't like any person that looked anything like them. So I'm just going to try and take away all of their rights. You know that has been tried in history before, and it never works out the way you think it will, because you can't give up rights in isolation. If you set a precedent for something, if you say, well, I think women's rights should only be dictated by the personal experiences of random men, then you're saying you think your rights should only be dictated by the personal experiences of random men. Because the way laws are written, you can't give them up in isolation. You give them up or you keep them. It's not, I keep them, but you don't. And this whole idea that men are, I don't know, you guys are just as affected by patriarchy as everyone else. You were literally raised to think that you should provide and you should do all of these things because it benefits society that you think that. Because overall, men are less good at handling money. They're more apt to make, purchases in the spur of the moment. They're more apt to give away their money much more than women are. So it behooves society to give you control of the money because you will give it to people, and women will tend to keep it and save it and think about the future. But that doesn't work out well for you because most of the things out there are meant to convince you to give up your money and not have any savings for the future. Like, everything that you believe is not biological fact. It is convenient.
Oh. Sorry, your thing wrapped up. Yeah, Union? Yeah, your thing wrapped up.
No worries. Yeah, sorry about that. I was just saying it's just convenient messages. It's not biological fact.
All
You're
right.
being used just like everybody else.
Cool. Yeah, don't worry, boys. I see you, boys. Okay, Leroy, Sonny, Black Boy Wonder. Yeah, I see you guys. So we're gonna now hear from Loyal Big Royal and Two Hearts, One Body. They want to respond to y'all. So we'll hear from them. So, right. I'm just skip interval. Alrighty.
Thanks for letting me speak again. Can you hear me good?
Yeah. All good.
Okay. I just wanted to say I don't agree with everyone's talking points, but I'm happy that everyone's able to use their voice and speak up and say what they want to say. I just wanted to say, and this is not a jab at anybody, I just want to say a lot of people are just hurt. A lot of people are going based off their anecdotal experiences. A lot of people have been hurt, misguided, used, and abused. Yeah. And then also I wanted to say, we needed to, sorry, my thoughts are getting, I'm trying to not look at the comments. I just wanted to talk about what Union said about biology. It's so true because a lot of men think that things are biology and it's not. It's literally just social construct. It's programming. It's how we were taught, how we were raised. A lot of it is not biology. And she's right. Patriarchy does hurt men, which is why I always talk about men are talking about people don't care about their bodies and care about who they are. But it's Men's Mental Health Month. And not one man has talked about Men's Mental Health Month, and y'all are affected by mental health the most. And that is patriarchy, to tell you that y'all on top, y'all never get weak, y'all never get tired. Everything that everyone said up here, mainly the man, all just said hitting points from patriarchy and red pill. And this is why the suicide rate is so high. It's because when we tell human beings that you can't be human beings and you have to be this image, you have to be this object, which is why that's when stuff like that happens. Man can be vulnerable. Y'all can be other things besides providers. Y'all don't have to just be the quote unquote boyish things. Y'all can be whimsical. Y'all can be creative. Y'all can heal. Y'all can go to therapy. Y'all can be more than what society tells y'all to be. Y'all can be what y'all want to be. You don't have to have a wife. There's nothing wrong with that. You don't have to get married. But you also need to learn to not put other people down too in the process of trying to deal with all the things that patriarchy has placed on all of us. You can learn to be better. We all can be. And we can learn to stop being so angry about the things that we've heard, the things that's been done to us, and heal and get therapy. Because a lot of us need therapy. And that's okay to say. But thanks for letting me talk, host. I appreciate it.
Yeah. All good. All good. You're most certainly welcome. Now, I'm just move on to Loyal Big Royal. Just bear with me. All right, let me just wrap you up there. Okay.
Yeah. So let me say this, man. When I hear people like Black, whatever his name is, Black Boy, it lets me know you didn't have a father, right? And as much as you guys want to downplay single mothers, it's crazy because the only reason why they're single mothers because the fathers aren't there, especially in the BLK community. You know what I mean? So maybe if you guys worked on that and then worked on getting money, see, because your thing is to pit us against other women to say that other races are doing more than us, blah, blah, blah. But they have support from their man. I've never seen an Asian live talk bad about Asian women, right? So it's like you're the loser of the group. Sonny, when you're talking about getting a virgin woman and all this and all that, brother, first of all, I've seen you on other lives. You used to go by Zero. So I'm glad you made a new profile because you're not a traditional man. And quit talking about Western women when you're not in the West. You're not in the Americas, brother, to be talking about us. You understand what I'm saying? You're going to need to go across seas and go pay for it wherever you're at. Because the women, wherever you're at right now, they don't like you. They'll never like you. That I love my PlayStation more than I love a woman, blah, 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 all that rhetoric. It sounds very sad. It sounds very lonely. All the females I've heard come up here was talking about unity. They were talking about fairness. And yet and still, the men are on some damn run of, I'm a red pill swallower. I like to jerk off other guys in a jerk circle and say, we hate women. We hate women until you guys climax. And I think that's very rainbow of you, brother. Anyhow, as far as what DeJohn was saying, I definitely agree with you, brother. What's you, whatever, I definitely agree with you. But these other two bums, you guys are lonely, and you can definitely tell a lonely man when you see one because of what you guys are spewing out. You don't want your woman to be equal to you. You want your woman to be beneath you, and that's not the way this is going to work. So if you want to get a better woman, get a job, get a better job. Right? If you want to have a submissive woman, she stays at home or whatever the fuck you got going on, then what you need to do is find a woman that's on that level. Because there's plenty of married people out there being traditional, married people being more of the modern or being the hybrid, however you want to say it. But we have to deal with these lives where we got these losers with large voices, not saying anything, but really just saying, I'm gay, I'm jealous, I'm not a girl, because no one wants to give me money. No one wants to open up doors for me.
Okay. Loyal, you still there? Loyal Big Royal, you there?
Yeah, I heard. I digress. Go ahead.
Yeah. Right. But before I get to you lads, let me just hear from Kaisa. Just bear with me. I know you guys want to respond badly. Just bear with me. Let me just hear from her. All right. Kaisa, you there? Kaisa. My mic is not turning on. Oh, my bad. Can you turn on now? No? Okay. The guys have to reply now then. Alrighty. Let's go. Okay.
See, this is how I know, right? When you talk on this app about opinions, nobody cares. Nobody cares. But when you start talking about data, and that's all I talk about. I don't talk about nothing personal. Don't ask nobody no personal business. Don't send personal attacks. I don't do any of that type of rhetoric. I don't speak what I feel. I don't speak any of that. I don't give opinions. I speak from a place of data. And these bops and these BLK FIFAs get so triggered. Now, Asian men aren't going to talk about the Asian women because you know why? BLK FIFA, they are the highest married. They're the most married. They're the most submissive and feminine. What the hell is the Asian man going to complain about? But you BLK bops standing on a corner, selling your box, opening your legs to men that you're not married to. See, this is why I like to have a bit of dialogue, because then we can question the BS and find out how dumb some of us on this panel really are. You're very low IQ when you got clapped up by a man you're not married to. Why are y'all taking so much D? BLK females love D so badly. And you're triggered. You're triggered because men like me come up here and tell you about the data. I don't care what you call me. I don't care what you think. All your pew-pews were strays in the dark. You don't know nothing about me, okay? I am not alone. And there's people on this app that know that. So you really are just making yourself look dumb. That's the truth. Now, why don't you tell us, because nobody answered my question, where are BLK females winning in society? Why don't you answer that damn question, Loyal? Where are you winning in society? Because we all know you ain't got no husband. We know that. We can tell by your speech, your tone, very deep, got a bit of a raspy voice going on there. Do you got some back hair going on? You got some hair on your legs? You probably got more nuts than some of these men on this panel, excluding Sonny and Carolox. Okay, so you want to talk about other nations. Nobody's pinning you against nobody. You stand alone, BLK female. No woman wants to be like you. The kids don't want to be like you. Nobody wants to be like you, BLK females. You stand in the streets shaking your Nash backside all out. It's like a goddamn contest in the BLK community of which bop can come outside with the least amount of clothes on without getting arrested. That's what we're seeing. You're leading nothing but degeneracy. You are the Michael Jordans of degeneracy. You're doing fadeaways, you're dunking babies in the bin, you're taking all kind of pew-pews at your family. You are just the greatest opposition. There's no greater weapon forged by man than a BLK Fee-Fells box. All kind of hell comes out of there.
All right. Black boy, you still there?
Yeah, I'm here. All kind of hell comes out of you BLK Fee-Fells. You don't know how to lead your daughters into being wives. You are the only, and I'll land here, you're the only creature on earth that is degenerate and saying that I don't need a man and doing all of the things that you're doing. All these other communities, they may say it, some of them, but if you go and look at their data, in the Asian community, their single motherhood rate, 8%. Their marriage rate, their women are married at 65%. White T women, they're married at 57%. Their single motherhood rate is 14%. Even the Hispanics are doing better than you. So nobody wants to follow what you're doing. And you are a leader of none. And I land there. Thank you.
Damn. All right. Goddamn. Okay. Sonny. Just bear with me.
Bro, like I'm saying, the delusion that they don't need a man is crazy. Like, the man gives you the ring, the last name, he provides you for you, and you got this no appreciation. One of the biggest things, and this is to all the men, please, all men, listen to this. The best thing that I found when I went overseas from the woman was appreciation. Appreciation that I was the man. Like, I cannot put a price on that. That was made me like, wow, someone actually sees me and not for some loose wallet. And what I'm trying to say to you, all you women out here, let me give you an example. If you women went to a bakery and you had a choice between buying an apple pie, would you buy a fresh apple pie or an apple pie with all these different size holes in there? It's got skinny Chinese man chopstick holes in there. It got big BLK men Matumbo crater holes in there. Which one would you buy? Obviously, you buy the fresh apple pie. I'm an animal lover. If you women are gonna get a pet, what would you rather get? A brand new loving puppy that respects you and loves you and licks you, or some stray dog puppy, dog from the back of an alleyway that got a loose pum pum, got PTSD, and be having orgies and got STDs with who knows who? You know what I mean? With rabies, bro. That alleyway dog is gonna bite you, he's gonna divorce you, he's gonna take all your money, and he's gonna leave you for the streets. But that brand new puppy, the loyal puppy, is gonna lick you, he's gonna love you, he's clean, he got no STDs, he got no loose pum pum, and he's gonna love you, bro, and you're gonna love that puppy back. This what you women don't understand. I gotta give you guys analogies from my own brain. If I got a balloon from the shop and I blow, what's better? A tight, brand new balloon that's small, or a balloon that's been blown and loose, hanging there like a frappy bird with an opinion and a loose pum pum? It don't make no sense. You women don't know basic common sense. And check this out. What does your degree do for a man? Your low IQ as it is, ain't no woman invented nothing in this world. Even that diaper, that nappy, where you wear on a daily basis and pee yourselves, the man had to invent. Imagine I had a problem and go, wow, I gotta get a woman to, I'm peeing myself every day, la la la, I gotta find a woman to invent that problem. Bro, that's embarrassing. And yo, I'm making love to a woman when I'm pounding one. I'm on top and I'm pounding her. And sometimes I wonder, yo, this is disgraceful. She's there with the legs open. Look how embarrassing she is. She's there with the legs open like a donut. No brain, no nothing. Just there with the legs open and paint on her face. You know how embarrassing that is? I feel sorry for you, bro. Man is the king, bro. Along with that.
All right. Yeah.
I mean, coach.
Wait, hold on, guys.
I think you mute, G.
Goodness.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me put this thing back on.
Hold on.
Okay. Uh-oh. All right.
All right.
Just to reiterate
Yeah, go ahead.
what Union said, right? I get where you're coming from in the sense that not everything is going to be based off what you call it, shouldn't be based on personal experience. However, unfortunately, realistically, right? Forget the statistics, forget all these stats or whatever. If you basic human nature, if we want you a form of trauma, right? We ain't gonna do that no more. Okay? We ain't gonna do that no more. Some of us would, right? But we normally don't do that stuff no more. Do you get me? That's what I'm saying. Like half the stuff we go through in this world, right? We can go through, we can do whatever we want, say what we want, treat people however we want, equal or not equal, right? And we can do whatever we want. At the end of the day, it just depends on personal experiences. That's the main makeup of everybody. Okay, you can tell me, X, Y, and Z, but I can tell you this now: if somebody was brought up in a loving household where they were told to treat people this way, compared to somebody who's born in a very toxic household where they were taught to treat people in another manner, then I can't lie. It's just statistically, like, not even statistically, borderline, it's there. The proof is in the pudding. The person who's brought up in a household where it's all toxic and nonsense and like it's just bad, they're obviously gonna crash out at the slightest inconvenience. Whereas somebody who's brought up in a calm, loving household, they're gonna, reciprocate to other people a calm, loving environment. Okay, and I am proof of this, and I have seen the proof and everything else. Just to throw a slight jab, okay, not a major jab, a slight jab at Black Boy's point, right? I understand completely where you're getting from, right? However, in my situation, okay, I obviously don't want to get too personal, right? But in my situation, my mother actually did nothing for my father, and I'd even go as far as to say my father was not a father, and it will never be a role model in my eyes, just because the way he approach himself, and because of what he did, I made a vow to myself never to act like him, just because the way that is. So I get where you're coming from with just statistics that BLK females tend to cause the man to walk out. However, there is cases that do exist out there in the world, not just in America or Europe or wherever. There is cases out there in the world where it is men's fault that it is the men's fault for just walking out, just because they're not man enough to be in that position. Do you get me? But again, just to finish off on what I said again, not against Union, but like just towards Union. I get where you're coming from, but at the end of the day, if you drink a cup of tea that was expired when you were a child, do you really think you're going to drink a cup of tea 5 years down the line? Highly not. You know what I mean? Again, no disrespect.
All right. Fairs. Now, before I continue, okay, I see Black Boy's hand. The panel. Before I move on to onto Kaisa, okay, I can see your hand. So Black Boy Wonder, Union, the panel, yeah. You guys should raise your hands if you guys want to reply. Okay, 2 hearts, all right. Leroy, I see you. Who else? Let me see who wants to reply. I need to see you guys' hands before I move on. So that's 4, 5. Yeah, I see already Black Boy Wonder. Okay. If you guys want to say something, reply. Okay, DeJohn, I see you. That's 6. All right. So we'll do it all in order. So let me just hear from Kaisa, and then yeah, then we'll go into the reactions. So Kaisa. All right. Kaisa, is your mic working now? Kaisa. It's still not. What's going on? How come? Okay. All right. Yeah. I think Union wanted to reply before we get to the lads. Union wanted to reply. Let me just put her up. Union, let's bring you up. All right. Oh, damn. Sorry, bro. Okay. There we go.
Hi, thank you. And to what you're saying, I actually really appreciated that, like your point there, and I really appreciated how you made it. Specifically, it shows that you're like listening and absorbing what people are saying and having a conversation. And that to me is a skill. And that's awesome. I can say that I agree with you to the extent that personal experience shapes your personal choices. But I don't think that personal experience should shape the choices that we make when it comes to laws and when it comes to rights and when it comes to things like that. I mean, to some extent, humans have different kinds of memory. The way that we remember things, the way that we experience things, there's two main different kinds. There's the kind that we experience in our personal life, and there's the kind that we experience from learning about history and things that we never personally